Yeah, let's go live.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. నా పేరు గౌరీ శంకర్ అద్దంకి. నేను షికాగో ఆంధ్ర అసోసియేషన్ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ని. సో ఆన్ బిహాఫ్ ఆఫ్ చైర్మన్, పాస్ట్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ అండ్ ది బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్టర్స్, ఐ వాంట్ టు వెల్కమ్ యూ టు దిస్ వెబినార్ ఆన్ ట్యాక్స్. మీకు తెలుసు కదా, షికాగో ఆంధ్ర అసోసియేషన్ ప్రతి సంవత్సరం కమ్యూనిటీ కోసం అని చెప్పి డిఫరెంట్ వెబినార్స్, ఈవెంట్స్ ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తుంది. విత్ ది ట్యాక్స్ సీజన్ కమింగ్ క్లోజ్, అందుకని చెప్పి మన అనిల్ గ్రంథి గారి చేత ఇవాళ ట్యాక్స్ వెబినార్ అరేంజ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో ప్లీజ్ పార్టిసిపేట్. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ప్లీజ్ పుట్ దెమ్ ఆన్ ది చార్ట్. ఇవాళ నాతో పాటుగా సుందరవల్లి శంకర్ గారు ఉన్నారు. షీ ఈజ్ అవర్ బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్టర్ అండ్ యూత్ చైర్. షీ విల్ బి ది మోడరేటర్ అండ్ హోస్ట్ ఫర్ దిస్ సెషన్. అలాగే మీ చాట్ సెషన్ని మానిటర్ చేయడానికి శ్వేత గారు కూడా ఉన్నారు. So let's welcome Anil Garu. Thanks Anil Garu for taking time and helping our community in many ways. I know you have been a very, very big supporter of our community from past so many years, and I know చాలా మంది మా కమ్యూనిటీలో మీ దగ్గర ట్యాక్స్ అడ్వైస్ తీసుకొని బెనిఫిట్ అయిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. సో వెల్కమ్ once more time అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. అండ్ ఓవర్ టు యు సుందరవల్లి గారు.
Thank you, Gauri Shankar Garu. Namaskaram, everybody. My name is Sundarvalli. I am one of the board of directors of Chicago Andhra Association. On behalf of Chicago Andhra Association founders, board of trustees, president, chairperson, and all the family members of Chicago Andhra Association, I welcome you all for the 2022 tax section to be led by Mr. Anil Grandhi Garu. Thank you. My audience is going to be both Telugu and everywhere because it's being telecasted live on Facebook and YouTube. So we are expecting questions from all sectors of people. I know your presentation will be in English, but if anybody has clarifications, both Telugu, English, whatever language you want, you can ask. We will try to help. Few sentences about Anil Garu. He has got 17 plus years experience as a finance professional. He worked as a CFO and also in very senior executive positions all over. He has worked in Amazon, Starbucks, PwC, Sun Edition and things like that. To all the Chicago Andhra Association family members, you're familiar with Anil Garu because as Gauri Garu mentioned, he was there last year also. He did a very elegant session last time, very educative and all that. So we'll get started. The format will be, we'll get started and we'll let Anil Garu take over and do a presentation. In the meantime, on Facebook and on YouTube, and mostly Facebook, if you don't have Facebook, go on YouTube. Please post any questions you may have. Our fellow board of directors, Sveta, is monitoring that site. And as and when she gets questions, she will take that on. And after the presentation is over, we have some questions that we already got through info@chicagoandhra.org. We will take those first, and then in the meantime, Sweta will compile all those and we will get those answered. So this session is for you. We, on behalf of Chicago Andhra Association, we want to thank Anil Garu for his time and expertise and being willing to come forward and help us out. Off to you, Anil Garu.
Sundarvalli garu, just 1 minute and one quick thing. I think a few people are having difficulty on the Facebook. Andukane just 1 minute will make sure that it's broadcast.
Yeah, it's not coming live, Andy.
So sorry for the inconvenience and technical difficulty, Andy. Okay, 1 minute we'll try to hold on, Anil garu, just before we start the session. We just want to make sure that everybody is able to watch this.
So should we restart then? వాళ్ళెవరు వినలేదంటే
ఫేస్బుక్ లో లైవ్ అవ్వలేదు, ఇంతవరకు వెళ్ళలేదు.
అయితే మళ్ళీ మొత్తం రీస్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం, ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళెవరు ఏం విని ఉండరు ఇంట్రడక్షన్స్.
ఓకే,
యూట్యూబ్ లో కూడా చూస్తే ఓన్లీ వన్ పర్సన్ వాచింగ్.
అది మన అడ్మిన్ అయి ఉంటాడు, శైలేష్ గారు అయి ఉంటారు. లాస్ట్ మినిట్ లో ఆయన మార్చారు బికాస్ వి వాంటెడ్ యూట్యూబ్ ఆల్సో, దాంతో ఏదైనా అయి ఉంటుంది.
ఫేస్బుక్ వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ కమెంట్స్ అది చూపించట్లేదండి, అదొకటే ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది.
ఫేస్బుక్ లో అయితే కనపడుతున్న కమెంట్స్ మీకు?
ఫేస్బుక్ లైవ్ వస్తుందండి.
లైవ్ వస్తుంది కానీ ఇలా వస్తుందండి. ఇట్స్ నాట్ ద వే మనకి మామూలు నార్మల్ లైవ్ లాగా లేదు ఇది. నేను మీకు చూపిస్తాను ఎలా వస్తుందో. నేను మీకు పోస్ట్ చేస్తాను.
Let me go on Facebook to see what's going on. Oh, undi, Sweta, we are live. Okay, let's get started. I think we are live because I can see on Facebook.
Yes, now it is.
Okay, we welcome you all again. Sorry for the technical glitches and things like that. We would like to invite Mr. Anil Grandhi garu to take over and give us few tax tips and advices. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sundarvalli garu, and thank you very much, Gauri garu, and thanks to the entire Chicago Andhra Association leadership team. I have been following your organization. You are really doing great. You have been serving the community. You are not only encouraging the cultural activities, you are also encouraging and trying to bring the awareness on finance, tax, and other topics also, which is very, very important for the community. And I always appreciate for all your efforts and time commitment. Thank you very much. And in this time, knowing more about taxes is very, very important. So you need to spend some time throughout the year about the taxes, but now it is crucial because everyone is ready to file their taxes. So before filing taxes, if you know few things, it will help you. If you know few things, few important points, key points about taxes, it will help you to review your tax returns or to guide you or an accountant or your tax advisor to ensure they are following the right strategies to optimize your tax savings. So let's get into the topic now. And thanks to Malavika Gar also for this opportunity. And I'm sharing my screen. So I will try to explain for some time over the presentation. After that, I will take up some questions. We already received a lot of questions from the community. So we will. Okay. So this is a small disclaimer. Today, whatever I am sharing today, it's only my knowledge about US taxation or Indian taxation or compliance requirements. And please don't consider this as a please don't consider this as an advice, financial or tax or legal advice to you, because person to person, the situation may differ. So these strategies may be applicable, may not be applicable. So we strongly recommend you to work with your accountant, tax pro or CPA, or even at least have one-on-one call with me to ensure that this is applicable for you. Otherwise, if you do something wrong, again, you will get into the unnecessary problems. So please work with our tax advisors. So before getting for the next 45 minutes or around 1 hour, you are going to spend some time on a weekend, on a Sunday morning with me. So it's better to know with whom you are talking, who is the speaker. So this is what my background. I have 17 years of experience, and I was working for Amazon, Starbucks, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and Sun Edison. And I am also the Forbes Finance Council member. I am the first ever Telugu-speaking Forbes Finance Council member in American history. Until now, I am the only person on the board. And I have written so many articles, topics, I work with a lot of, I'm a guest speaker for many media channels. And you to know more about me, just Google search. So you will find a lot of articles which were written by me. And I am also the Forbes Finance Council member. There is an expert panel where we handle few types of issues, where the current issues we take up and we give our opinions and share with the community. So there I am also part of few of the expert panel memberships also. So let's get into the topic. So when we talk about taxes, we all pay maybe around 20, 25, 30, 35, 40% of taxes based on where you live. Our taxes means not only about federal taxes, there is a state income taxes and also social security taxes and Medicare taxes. When we are paying 30% or 40% in taxes, if you look at the multi-billionaires, millionaires, successful people, ultra-wealthy people, or successful business owners, they don't pay a lot of taxes like us. Their average tax rate is maybe just a couple of percentages. Like if you look at, these are the public information. So if you can look into the Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Michael Bloomberg, their tax returns are leaked. So, and it is available in the public. So if you Google search, you will find all these rates. So they are only paying just a couple of percentages. But why we are paying so much of taxes? So the reason is tax planning. The secret sauce for their success on paying lesser taxes is tax planning. So we spend around 2,000 hours plus in a year to make some money. It's our annual number of working hours. But how much time and effort we are spending on saving that money? When we are earning $1, out of the 30-40 cents we are paying as a taxes. But how much time and effort we are spending to save that money? What happens for all these big business owners? They have dedicated accountants, CPAs, tax professionals, tax advisors who exclusively design strategies which are applicable for their organizations. Who is working for you? If you think that no, I am working with an accountant or tax guy just to file taxes, that won't help. If you are meeting your tax accountant only yearly one time, you are not optimizing the saving opportunities. When you go and meet your tax professional at the end of the year to file your taxes, it is called tax preparation. It is a template. Tax preparation is a template given by IRS, and people will go and the professional will go and fill the template. Of course, there may be some small tax advisors they give, but you go in the last minute rush. No one has time for that to sit with you, to go through your documents and give recommendation. The tax planning has to happen throughout the year. It's not only at the time of filing your taxes. It should be throughout the year. But some people ask me, hey, no, I make only lesser money. Why do I need to know more about taxes? My accountant will take care of that. Yearly once I go there and he takes care of that. That is wrong. You should know what is happening with your numbers. You should get hands-on with your taxes. You should know you should focus, you should spend time and efforts to save taxes. The reason is this slide. In the last 100 years, the highest tax rate was 94% in the last 100 years. At the time, our debt was more than GDP. Any government or economy or a business owner, if you have more debt than revenue, what you do? You increase your prices. In the same way, government increases taxes whenever the debt is more. If you see this is a historical chart. If you see, the debt has come down periodically, but again it gone up. But the tax rates have gone down, but tax rates are not going up. The reason is the political pressure. Even the debt is more, tax rates are not going up because of the political power, political pressure. So in the future, we strongly believe our tax rates will continue to grow. So you cannot survive without taxes. It is like you may close your business, you may change your job, you may divorce your family, but you need to have some money, you need to earn some money for survival. Even at the time of retirement, even you get social security taxes, social security or 401k income or pension income, still you need to pay taxes. So taxes, you need to live with the taxes for a very long time. So what my recommendation is, just learn more about the taxes. so that it will help you to take informative decisions. So generally the tax structures are divided into three categories: taxable, tax deferred, taxable, tax advantage. Every year, whatever money you make, you need to pay taxes in the same year. Like example, stock, dividends, or capital gains, or any income, or even you make $100 on your fixed deposit or bank deposit, you need to pay taxes immediately in the same year when you earn. There's a concept called tax deferred. So how does this work is, you enjoy taxes now, but you need to pay taxes at the time of retirement. Or I'm sorry, at the time of withdrawal. It can be a retirement time. An example, 401k, IRA, annuities. So when you contribute your 401k, maybe $19,500 for the last year, $20,500 for this year, you enjoy tax benefits immediately that year. But whenever you withdraw money from 401k in the future, you need to pay taxes at that rate. At that time, I strongly believe all of us are all of us, whoever is watching this webinar, I'm very confident everyone would be a millionaire by the time of retirement. If you are a millionaire, you will have a very solid income flow even after your retirement. At that time, the tax rates might be very high also. You will be paying taxes at that time whenever you receive that money. Then there is one more category called tax advantaged. So here you invest money, but you invest money in few products, but you don't pay taxes now. Sorry, you pay taxes now. You enjoy tax benefits forever in your lifetime. Like example, money bond, Roth IRA, Roth 401k, 529 plans, or LIRP. So example, if you are investing some money on Roth IRA for your retirement every year, once you put the money, you can invest this money in different buckets. Like you can invest in the cryptocurrency, stock market, the real estate, or even startups, IPOs, wherever you want, you can invest. You don't need to pay taxes forever in your lifetime. So paying taxes on the seed or paying the taxes on the harvest, that's whatever decision you need to take. So there are so many strategies all the time available, but most of the times you're an accountant or CPA says that there is nothing can be done. Just think through once. When was the last time your tax professional came to you and say that, hey, here is an idea, you can save some taxes on taxes, you can save some money on taxes? When was this happened last time? As I said, if you are meeting your an accountant only yearly once, you are missing so many dollars on that table. We need to get on the call with our accountant again in the year, during the year, to ensure that you are implementing all tax planning strategies. Otherwise, you will just forget again next year. So the first and most important thing is, as we are getting into the tax season now, we need to keep our records ready. If you are running a business, you need to complete our bank reconciliations, P&L, income statement, balance sheet, and everything. And if you are an individual, you need to get ready with your W2 income, W2 document, 1099s, W2, or any rental. If you are getting a rental income, you need to know what are the rental expenses you are incurring. All those everything. You need to have all the documents ready first. Then, whenever you give all the documents with your tax professional to prepare a tax return, please spend some time to review your tax return. Don't file taxes blindly, whatever your tax professional gives to you. Please spend some time. Because everyone is in the rush this time. Tax professionals are very busy. It's your responsibility to ensure you are reviewing every document, you are optimizing taxes. You will learn slowly. I know that you might not be knowledgeable yet. You will learn slowly. At least try to, in the next 45 minutes, we are going to discuss a lot of points, very, very important, valid points. At least start the journey reviewing of tax returns from today by understanding few topics what I'm going to discuss. Just focus on next 40 minutes. You will learn a lot. Even you miss 30 seconds or 1 minute, you will miss some important information. Once you have this idea, once you have these strategies in your brain, in your mind, whenever you talk to a tax professional, you can ensure that they are implementing everything. Okay. So what is the time to file your tax returns? What is the deadline to file your tax returns? The most important deadline is April 18th, 2022. If you are filing an individual tax return, or if you are having a C corporation, then you need to file taxes by April 18th of this year. And if you are having a business, maybe an S corporation or a partnership, then you are filing a tax return. You need to file Form 1120S or 1065 by March 15th, 2022. So these dates are very, very important. And you don't delay your filing your taxes till April 18th, because if you file it in the last minute, if you are expecting some refund from the government, it may delay a lot. Like last year, whoever filed tax return for the 2020, 1 year back, till now, there are many people who has not yet received their refunds, because IRS is very busy now. Because of the pandemic, many people were not working last 1-2 years appropriately, full time. So then there is a big backlog. So file taxes as soon as possible so that you can get your refunds much faster. And if you are a W2 employee, your taxes withholding happens throughout the year through your paychecks. So right now you might not have a lot of liability to pay taxes. But if you are a business owner, you have an obligation to pay taxes in advance throughout the year in 4 quarters. So every quarter you need to pay taxes in advance to go for rent and pay to IRS. If you don't pay taxes, that's called estimated tax payments. If you don't pay estimated tax payments, but you're running a business and if you have an income, you will be paying few thousands of dollars as interest and penalty. The interest rate is 0.5% for every month you delay. And you can file an extension if you're not ready to file taxes by April 18th. What you do? You have an option to file an extension and you get 6 months time. But the extension is only to file taxes, not to pay taxes. You have to pay your taxes by April 18, but you can submit the document even after 6 months also if you file an extension. If you don't file an extension, there is a 0.5% penalty for every month. So per extension, if you have to submit a document for requesting an extension. Okay. So then let's get into right now as we all are filing your 2021 tax rates. I want to just talk about only 2021 taxes now. So on average, every person, there is a range to pay taxes. It starts from 0%, 10% to it goes up to 37%. Whatever money you make in a year, you made in a year last year, for the first $25,100 is completely tax-free if you're filing jointly. And after that, if you make any income, then your tax rate starts from 10%, it can go up to 32, 37%. So you might have been paying taxes or filing taxes for so many years, maybe 10 years, 20 years. But in the last couple of years, there are so many changes. I just want to focus what are the major changes now. I just want to focus on what are the major changes now in the last couple of years. For the 2021 filing tax returns, every person, every resident in America, if they're married filing jointly, income is less than $150,000, they are expected to receive $1,400 as a recovery rebate check. If they don't receive recovery rebate check, but their income is less than $150,000, please ensure that you are claiming that money when you file your taxes. It's $1,400 per person in your family, including for your dependent. Every dependent also will get a $1,400. So this is a big money if you have not yet received the money. Child tax credit. How many kids you have? Every kid you will get $3,000 if their age is more than 6 years, or $3,600 if their age is less than 6 years. If they have SSN number. So if you have two kids who are less than 6 years old, both are less than 6 years old, you are expected to receive $7,200 direct tax credit. Government is coming and putting money in your pocket because you are taking care of your kids. Then unemployment income. In the last couple of years, many of you might have received unemployment income because many people lost the jobs. Unemployment rates were very high last couple of years. If you received any unemployment income, for the first $10,200, it's completely tax-free. You don't need to pay any taxes on the first $10,200. On top, if you received anything, you need to pay taxes. And charitable donations, in general, whenever you do charitable donation, and if you're filing a standard tax return, you don't enjoy any tax benefits in general. But last year, because of the pandemic, government said, even though you are filing a standard tax return, you can get up to $600 for married filing jointly as a tax deduction if you are doing any charitable contributions. So, if you are doing any charitable contributions, then if you are running a business, you can claim expenses up to 100% of your meals expenses. If you are going out, you can spend, you can go whenever you go out and meet clients, vendors, customers. You can claim this, whatever meals expenses you have, you can claim 100% as long as they are business expenses. And if you receive any PPP loan, or if you receive a PPP loan, if you are running a business and receive the PPP loan, or you are getting income or 1099 income, and if you receive a PPP loan, and if it's forgiven, it's completely 100% tax free. You don't need to pay any taxes. If you received any employee retention tax credit, that is taxable. And if you have dependent care FSA balances, generally we use dependent care FSA to send our kids to the daycare. And at the end of the year, whatever you contribute to the dependent care FSA, you get a tax deduction, but you have to use that money by end of the year. If you don't use the money will be lapsed. You cannot carry over. But as an exceptional, because last year, because of the pandemic, many people are not sending the kids to school. So if you have any money left over in the 2021, you can roll it over to the 2022. Then some people ask me, so you said $25,100 as a standard deduction, only that one, I don't get any other deductions. If you are filing your tax returns under standard deductions category, apart from the standard deduction of $25,100 married filing jointly, you can also do some contribution to your HSA, charitable donations, which I already covered. HSA can contribute up to $7,200 for the last year. Educator expenses, $250 you can get it if you are a teacher, qualified teacher. Retirement contributions, retirement plan, 401k and IRA. Health insurance premiums, if you are contributing anything, health insurance, you get it. And student loan interest. If you have a student loan, you can get a tax reduction of up to $2,500. No, if you can prove that, if you can prove some expenses together, if it is exceeding $25,100, you have an option to file your taxes under itemized. So what does it mean? IRS said there are 5 categories of expenses, 5 types of expenses are listed down. If you are incurring more than $25,100 of a standard deduction, whatever it is for that year, if all these 5 expenses together, if it exceeds the $25,100, then you can file itemized tax deductions. What are these expenses? Any medical expenses in the year, if it is more than 7.5% of your income, and your state and local taxes to the maximum of $10,000, it includes real estate taxes, property taxes. Your home mortgage interest and mortgage points if you buy any mortgage points. Any charitable donations. And if there is any natural disaster, and if you receive any money towards natural disaster, all these expenses together, if it is more than $25,100, then you can go for itemized deductions also. Then you get more tax deductions. For home mortgage interest deduction, the maximum loan amount is $750,000 if you bought the house on or after 2018. And whatever interest you are paying, up to $750,000, only that is tax deductible. Then HSA. HSA is one of the best tax saving strategy you should consider. So for every person can contribute up to $7,200 for the previous year, and you have time to contribute before April 15th for the last year. And for the year 2022, that is current year, you can contribute up to $7,300. To contribute to HSA, you need to have a high deductible health plan. You should have it. And HSA account is very popular because it has a triple advantage. Whatever money you contribute, you get a tax deduction. This money you can go and invest in the stock market and it grows. Or you can use this money for any of your medical expenses. As long as you are using this money for your medical expenses in your lifetime, it is completely tax-free. And there is no limitation on the years. You don't have to spend the money within the same year. You can invest money in this. You can put money here, and you can invest in the stock market and let it grow. In the future, when you retire, you can use this money for your retirement, for your medical expenses. Then dependent care. So dependent care is for every kid. If both husband and wife both are working and both are, if they have kids, and if you need to send your kids to the daycare, and if you're incurring some expenses, it is called dependent care expenses. And for every kid, you can claim 50% of your expenses or $8,000 maximum, that is $4,000 credit. If you're sending your kids to the daycare, for every kid, you get $4,000 from government to keep it in the pocket as a dependent care tax credit. And if you have 2 kids, $8,000 net credit, and that is the maximum. For 2 or more, you can get up to $8,000. So, and this is at high level about covering from tax strategies for individuals. I understand there are a lot of more questions also. So let's get on to the questions. So and feel free to post your questions on the Facebook chat or YouTube chat. I'm happy to take up the questions. And Gauri Garu already gathered few questions from the community, whatever they received over the email. Let's take the questions one on one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just one more minute. So before I get the questions, just I want to share my contact details also. You can even send an email also if you are not able to post the question in the public platform. You can even send an email to me also. But I would like to see all the questions now. Yes, I'm ready.
Thank you, Anil Garu. It was very informative, and we've received a lot of questions during the session also. Yes, Gauri Garu did share the questions we got via info@chicagoandhra.org. So in no particular order, I'm just going to go off questions that we've received so far. The first one is, appreciate if you can answer my questions. I am a US citizen. I have an Indian demat account with stocks from last 10 years. Now, being a US citizen, are there any tax consequences if I sell them in the future? So this person has 3 questions. The second question is, can I pay my son's college tuition from my business by making them as an employee and claim as a business expense? Third question from the same person, Mr. Prakash, is, can I still contribute to Roth IRA small amounts like 100 every month, even though family combined adjusted income is around 190K?
Okay, I will take one questions. First of all, can you split this one? They have an India.
First one is, I have an Indian demat account with stocks from last 10 years. Now, being a US citizen, are there any tax consequences if I sell them in the future?
Yes, definitely yes. You have to pay taxes in India whenever you sell it because their income is generated there. But you have to declare that income in US also, and you take international tax credit for any taxes you paid in India. And if the total balance is more than $10,000, there is an obligation on you to file FBAR. There are some set of questions where we are going to cover on FBAR also. So you have to file FBAR to the Department of Treasury if the total value of your investments in India, including your bank balances, is more than $10,000. So, yeah.
Thank you. From the same person, the second question is, can I pay my son's college tuition from my business by making them as an employee and claim them as a business expense?
Okay. And your simple question is answer is no, as long as answer is no. That is a loophole, and you cannot do that. But if he is working on, if he has any student loan, and you need to offer the same benefits to all your employees to clear or to offer to repay student loans. If that is the case, you can approximate, I think, $5,000, up to $5,000 you can offer. But in simple terms, if you don't have any other employees, this is a loophole, and IRS doesn't allow to pay taxes.
Thank you. The third and final question from Mr. Prakash is, can I contribute to Roth IRA small amounts like 100 every month, even though the family combined adjusted income is around or more than 190K?
Answer is no. So if your income is more than, the phase out starts, but if I think small, the phase out starts, and if your income is more than $208,000, you cannot contribute anything to the Roth IRA. But if the phase out starts from 190K, so the answer, you might be able to contribute some amount. Yes, what you said is right. Maybe some amount. I don't know from where you got this $100. But if a total income is less than $208,000, yes, you will be able to contribute to some amount. But if your income is more than $208,000, no, you cannot contribute to the Roth IRA.
Thank you so much, Andy. Then this next question is from one of our senior.
Sundari garu, there is some set of questions which we split it like an interactive with Gauri garu, and
Yes,
I would like to
first.
cover
You want
them.
First?
No,
Okay.
well, these questions are covered there. So yeah,
So let's go there then.
yes.
So based on the questions that the Gauri Garu, next future president, has given me is retirement planning. What is the difference between traditional and Roth IRA?
This is a very good question. In America, many people, many local average American resident, they don't save tax, they don't save money for their future. So government says that IRS has come forward and say that to encourage the habits of saving, they say, if you go and save some money for your retirement, I offer you some tax savings. And most of our retirement tax incentive, tax favored retirement plans have two categories, two types. Number one, traditional, Roth. Traditional works in such a way that whenever if you remember my first tax structure category, traditional is nothing but tax deferred, Roth is nothing but tax advantage. In traditional, whatever you contribute now, you enjoy tax benefits immediately. But when you contribute to the Roth, you don't enjoy tax benefits now, but you enjoy the tax benefits forever in your future. That's the difference between traditional and Roth. Every plan like 401k, IRA, everything comes under. All these plans have both these categories, traditional and Roth.
So you might have answered this next question, but it says, can you elaborate more about 401k and IRA? And there's a follow-up question that says, any other retirement savings to optimize taxes apart from 401k and IRA?
Yes. So 401k is very, very good tax saving and also retirement planning tool. But most of us don't contribute to the 401k because they think they may go back to India, so they don't want to lock the money here. That is that is a myth. It's wrong. People don't contribute to the 401k only because they are not knowledgeable or not aware they are not aware of what are the facts. Whenever you contribute to the 401k, you immediately enjoy 30-40% of taxes in taxes. Example, if you take this money and go and invest in the real estate or in the stock market, is there any guarantee that you get some tax, some returns, maybe 5%, 10%? No. But in your retirement plan, if you can contribute, you immediately enjoy 30-40% based on your tax rates. That is the first one. And if your employer is doing any matching, please don't ever miss that opportunity. It is a free money. Your employer is doing some matching.
1 second, Andy. Facebook Live unfortunately stop ayindi.
Okay.
Can we wait for few minutes? Andy?
Sure, definitely, sure.
Thank you.
ఈలోగా మీకు అప్డేట్ చేయమంటారా వేరే క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమున్నాయని?
No, let's
live is going on YouTube.
రావట్లేదండి. సడన్ గా స్టాప్ అయింది ఒక 2 minutes బ్యాక్.
Someone.
How is it going on your YouTube? బానే ఉందా శ్వేత?
ఆ యూట్యూబ్ ఎవరు చూడరు కదండి, ఫేస్బుక్ మెయిన్ కదా. యూట్యూబ్ అయితే ఎప్పుడైనా వస్తుంది, ఫేస్బుక్ లైవ్ చాలా మంది ఫాలో అవుతున్నారు.
So let me go into YouTube to see Facebook to see what's going on.
Yeah, sorry for
Sorry,
the
Andy.
technical difficulty and
No problem, Andy.
we'll resume in just couple of minutes.
Sure, definitely.
గౌరీ గారు the last IRA గురించి అది వెళ్ళిందా, అది ఆగిపోయిందా?
అది ఆగినట్టుంది. విల్ డూ వన్ థింగ్ అండి, విల్ జస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు మనం అనుకున్న క్వశ్చన్స్ నేను మీకు పాస్ ఆన్ చేసిన, విల్ జస్ట్ స్టార్ట్ విత్ దట్ అగైన్. దట్ వే ఎవరైనా మిస్ అయితే కనుక దే కెన్ క్యాచ్ అప్ విత్ దట్.
25 comments ఉన్నాయి దీంట్లో.
So I think the technical team is looking into it, so we'll just give them couple of minutes.
Yeah, only 2 minutes back stop అయిందండి. Some error has come and it's immediately stop అయింది.
So Shweta, Prabhakar, how does NRI global income tax in US? Okay, I think you captured that, right?
Yeah, I captured all the questions which are asked on Facebook.
Yes.
I think all the questions were asked.
Notepad lo pettukuna, so we good. Anni pettukunna.
Yeah, 3 questions ఉన్నాయి. One by one.
నాకు వేరే కూడా Malti and all have sent me, so
yeah, duplicate avukunda can see.
Yeah, ఏదైనా వస్తే శ్వేత గారు ఆఫ్లైన్ you can pass it on to Sundarvalli garu and she can continue.
Yeah, I am posting right.
And it is starting as a new stream and it is not letting me actually enter the click on the previous stream.
Okay, మీరు గౌరీ గారి has started sharing screen అని వస్తుంది ఏంటండి?
ఊరినే జస్ట్ అనిల్ గారిది జస్ట్ ఇది పెట్టాను, వాట్ టాపిక్స్.
Yeah, it is live back again, Andy.
Okay. So
yeah, but you have to share the link again. Yeah, so give a couple minutes, then actually do this. Anything that you want to do.
Yeah, let's all re-forward to all the groups saying sorry for the glitch, Ani, and we'll re-forward. So is it live now again? So
yeah, it's live now. We will forward the new link to all the groups and then we can start so that they will not miss anything.
Okay. So is it live now again?
Yeah, it's live now. We will forward.
Okay. Only I can see that. Okay, so are you Anil garu, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Yeah, just give one more minute and so that people can.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
No problem.
I think I know why it has actually happened.
I think it's bad because I got the notification saying it's live.
Okay. Okay.
Because Facebook sent me a notification saying everything is live again.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so welcome you all back. Sorry for the technical glitch that we had. For those of you who've been following shared link, please click on Chicago Andhra Association to see the latest link and then follow us again. We lost you guys for 2 minutes and Anil garu was explaining important concepts on retirement planning. So we're going to revisit those questions again for the benefit of those who lost or for we don't know when exactly the session stopped. So for the first question was on retirement planning. What is the difference between traditional and Roth IRA? And can you elaborate more about 401k and IRA?
Sure, Sundarvalli garu. So the as IRS always support US residents to on savings, they encourages the IRS encourages everyone whoever saves money for the retirement, they give some tax incentives or tax benefits. So there are in general for all retirement plans or tax favored retirement plans are connected. They have 2 types: traditional and Roth. So as I discussed in my previous slides, traditional is nothing but tax deferred and Roth is nothing but tax advantage. Traditional, you enjoy the tax benefits immediately, like your 401k contributions. But Roth, you don't enjoy the tax benefits immediately, but you enjoy the tax benefits in the future forever. So, and your second question on the level.
So it says, can you elaborate more about 401k and Roth IRA? Sorry, yes. 401k and IRA. And the follow-up question was, any other retirement savings to optimize taxes apart from 401k and IRA?
Sure. So 401k is very popular But I noticed that most of our Indians are not contributed to the 401k because they are fear, they are worried that they may go back to India. So why do you want to leave the money in America? There are many strategies you can implement whenever you want to go back to India. Your money will not be, you will not lose this money, and there are a lot of strategies can be implemented on that also. But for now, whatever money you are contributing to the 401k, you enjoy the tax benefits immediately 25, 30, 35, 40% on average. So this is a very guaranteed tax savings. So, but if instead of putting money in the 401k, if you go and put money in the real estate, you may not even guarantee 5-10%, 5 to 10% of rate of return in the next few years. So that is first thing is you have tax savings. Then you can contribute up to $20,500 for the year 2022. That is for this year. And don't ever lose free money on the table. That is nothing but employer matching. Most of our 401k, whoever is offering 401k at your employment, most of them offer for up to 4% matching. Don't leave that free money. Please contribute at least to that money to get that free money. So 401k is a great tool, but you cannot touch the money 401k up to 15.5 years. Only after retirement you can contribute, you can take the money out, and you need to pay taxes at the time. But if you take the money out before 15.5 years, you need to pay 10% penalty. But there are a lot of other strategies are there which can be implemented, which we can discuss separately. And next one is IRA. IRA, every one of you can contribute $6,000 to IRA, Independent Retirement Arrangement. It's called. It's and whatever money you contribute, you get tax deductions immediately. Of course, you do also have a Roth IRA. You can contribute $6,000. Your wife can also contribute $6,000 even though she is not working, or the spouse can contribute even though he or she is not working. And if you are age of 50 years and above, you can contribute $1,000 extra as a catch-up. That is total $7,000. And this is a 401k and IRA. And next one, what are the other retirement options that we have is solo 401k. If you are self-employed and if you don't have any W2, solo 401k is one of the best tool to have to build your retirement funds and also tax saving tools. You can contribute up to $61,000 for this year 2022, and imagine on the $61,000 you are saving maybe 30-35% in taxes, approximately $20,000 tax savings. Instead of paying to IRS, that will be in your pocket. Then solo 401k. After that, Sep IRA. For to contribute to the solo 401k, you should have an account already for the previous year. You should have opened the account by December 31st. If you have not opened solo 401k for the previous year, but if you want to contribute to the previous year, you can contribute to the Sep IRA. Sep IRA, you can open an account now, and 25% of your income you can contribute to the Sep IRA now before April 15th, before filing your tax returns.
Thank you, Andy. The follow-up question is, what is Roth IRA and how can that be a great tool to build wealth?
Yes, it's a very, very good question. As you're saying that every one of you, whoever is watching this show, or watching this webinar or live, you need to have an IRA account, Roth IRA account. So there are Roth IRA is like, it's a very friendly account, and you don't need to get sponsored by employer. That is, your employer sponsoring not doesn't matter. You can go and open Roth IRA account anywhere with any stock brokerage accounts, or there are many other third-party administrators are there. Once you open your Roth IRA account, whatever money you contribute, you don't get any tax advantages immediately, but you enjoy the tax benefits forever. If your income is less than $208,000, please make this as a mandatory decision. You have to contribute to the Roth because it is a very, very powerful tool. Once you put the money, the power of compounding over the time, you enjoy a lot of returns on these investments. Apart from that, you have the flexibility to invest this money either in the stock market, real estate, flipping business, online business, or even you can invest in the cryptocurrency or trading, startups, pre-IPOs, wherever you invest. where there is a potential to make a lot of money in the future, you don't need to pay any taxes forever in your lifetime. All multi-millionaires and billionaires have Roth IRA account. If your income is more than $208,000, still there are ways to contribute the Roth IRA that is called a backdoor IRA. Considering the shortage of the time, I'm not focusing on that, but you can look into that backdoor IRA concept later and you can start contributing. Even the all multi-millionaires, billionaires also contribute to the Roth IRA because that is one of the best tool we have to build your net worth, tax-free net worth.
So before going into business trips, there's one follow-up question for this Roth in particular. If you sign up for Roth IRA deductible per paycheck, does it help reduce your annual taxable income, or because Roth IRA is taxed at source, does the amount of annual taxable income remain the same?
First of all, you cannot deduct through your paycheck because this is not employer sponsored. You have to go and contribute outside. Like you can open on you can open your account on with a Vanguard or Fidelity or TD Ameritrade or anywhere you can go and open your Roth IRA account. Number one. Number two, if you are contributing to the Roth IRA, there is no tax impact at all. You are saving the money from your pocket. You are taking the money and keeping it there. You don't get any tax deductions if it is a Roth IRA account. If it is a traditional IRA, you get a tax deductions. But if your income is more than $135,000, you will not get any tax deductions also. So if your income is only less than 135K, you get some tax savings. Otherwise, no tax impact.
Thanks, and we'll move on to business owners' tax saving tips. So there are some questions on that. Any tax savings for small business owners?
Yes. I always encourage everyone to have some business in the side. When I was working in Amazon, I converted my passion. I started my tax business with my passion as a part-time. After 6 months, I realized I had a lot of passion here and I became a full-time here and I enjoy and I'm a successful business owner. So if you have some passion, take this as an opportunity to spend some extra time to save tax, to start your business. It's not only about you are enjoying your passion. There are a lot of tax advantages are there from the government because you are running a business. If you are in W2, you will not have a lot of opportunities except 401k contribution or HSA contribution. That's it. But if you are running a business, so many opportunities are there on saving taxes. Your tax rate, your effective tax rate will go down substantially if you start your business. I'll tell you some examples. When you are on W2, you cannot claim a lot of your expenses like vehicle expenses, food expenses, meals expenses, travel expenses, a lot of expenses in general, you cannot do it. But if you're having a business and if you are going out to meet your clients, customers, vendors, or if you are having some business meetings and if you're spending any money on the meals, they are 100% tax deductible. If you're traveling, they are 100% tax deductible. If you are spending any money for any market research, laptop, monitor, desktop, iPad, iWatch, everything, all these expenses also tax deductible because you are using all those expenses, you are incurring those expenses irrelevant to your business. Please don't misuse this opportunity. Use this tax saving opportunity only for the legitimate business expenses, and ensure that you have a proper supporting documentation on for what reason you are spending this money. And home office expenses. If you are using some dedicated space in your home exclusively for your business meetings or to work, you can claim some percentage of your home office expenses as a tax deduction, like utilities, insurance, HOA, security, mortgage interest, property taxes. It's a dedicated small percentage, maybe 10%, 20%, you can claim as a tax deduction. And you can do all these expenses you can claim all these expenses only when you have a business. If you are on W2, you cannot claim all these expenses. And if you have a vehicle, you can claim fuel expenses, repair, maintenance, insurances, or even depreciation. If you are buying a vehicle which is more than 6,000 pounds, you can claim 100% value of the car as a depreciation in the same year itself. You enjoy all this tax savings only when you have a business. So start some side business. If you are H1B, I cannot encourage you on doing some business. But if you have an EAD or green card or citizenship, I strongly encourage everyone to do some side business, side gig. It's a land of opportunities, and there are so many there are so many opportunities out there. An example, I want to show you one slide here just to bring some awareness. To enjoy, many people ask me, Anil, what business I should do? I don't know what to do. I am just a W2 employee for a very long time. But you can do, only first you need to have some mindset that you want to be a part-time entrepreneur. If you have that mindset, you can be a real estate agent, or you can become a photographer, or you can become an interior designer, or you can even become a mortgage agent, mortgage loans agent, or financial advisor. We train so many people on day-to-day basis. You can start helping your friends, families, community by sharing the knowledge on how to save money, how to plan for the retirement, how to plan for the insurance, and how to reduce your tax liability. You can become a financial planner. And if anyone, we are trying so many people because we have thousands of clients. We want to build a team. If you are interested to learn financial planning, ping me, message me. I'm happy to help you and guide you, mentor you on to become a financial planner. Or you can choose wherever you have a passion. Please choose to select that profession as a side gig.
Thank you, Andy. And so I think you already answered this question, but it was, are there any tax benefits on the purchase of a car and car/vehicle that you answered?
Yes, I already covered. Yes.
The follow-up is, what are the differences between S Corp or C Corp or SM LLC?
Got it. So whenever you run a business, to run a business in America, you don't need to have an LLC at all. It's not a mandate at all. LLC will not save you on taxes. It's only protect your tax, your liability protection. Only for the liability protection, we use LLC. Then, when you talk about when you start your business, when you start slowly growing, you can have single member LLC, and you are going to pay taxes at your regular tax rate because there's a called pass-through entities. If you are a 1099 contractor, or if you are having any small business, and if your income is more than $50,000 net income, then we recommend you to consider S Corp election. And if you are having a big business where you are not depending on your monthly income on your business, then you may need to consider C corporation. The election of entity structuring or election of the right entity is very, very important when you run a business. But it changes from person to person, and based on how much income you are making, what is your long-term goal on your business. If for more one-on-one details, you can talk to me offline, or you can ask me a question here. I'm happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. So then we go on to capital gains. That's another segment where we have some questions from the audience. How do you optimize capital gain taxes?
Okay. So the first part is, whatever money we make in a year, generally we eat only so much. Remaining the entire money, the balance money, we put in some savings. Most of our Indian community savings are either in the stock market or in the real estate. In both the scenarios, whenever you sell the property or whenever you sell the stock, you will be paying some capital gain taxes. If you are holding the property for less than 1 year, it is called long-term capital gain. If it's holding the property, if you're holding the property for less than 1 year, it is called short-term capital gains. If you're holding the property for more than 1 year, it is called long-term capital gains. The long-term capital gains ranges from 0 to 20% based on your income. For the short-term capital gain, the tax rate is 10 to 30% like regular tax rates. So, yeah, and there are a lot of tax saving strategies out there. But there are a few more questions on that. Let's take those questions.
Okay, so continuing on with capital gains. We said, how do we need to pay taxes on the sale of primary home? Any guidance on tax saving tips for stock investors?
Got it. Okay, both are very very important and it's a very they are frequent questions which I get from my clients and also from the public. So whenever, because the real estate market is up, many of us might be planning to sell our own home, where our primary home. If you live in your home for at least 2 years in the last 5 years, and if you are selling the property, selling your primary home, and if you are incurring any capital gains for the first $500,000, if you are filing jointly, you don't need to file taxes. You don't need to pay any taxes at all. They all are capital. They are all tax-free capital gains. Coming to the stock market, whenever the market is down, in the last few weeks, the market is very volatile. Whenever the market is down, take this as an opportunity to sell some stock, because if you book your capital losses now, you can adjust these capital gains anytime in the future, either this year or even in the future years. So, and you can buy the same stock again, but not within the 30 days. After 30 days, you can buy the same stock. But these losses is a tax saving tool again. And these losses can be adjusted with the capital gains. If you don't have any capital gains, at least up to $3,000 you can adjust with your W2 income or business income for this year. Not only for this year, again next year the balance, like example, you have $10,000 capital loss. $3,000 you can adjust with your W2 income this year. The balance $7,000 will be carried over to the next year. Again, you adjust with $3,000 with the W2. Again, the balance will be adjusted with the future years. Or whenever you have a capital gains, you can adjust with your capital gains also. So capital losses are very, very important for the tax saving.
Thanks, Andy. So we go on to a different topic. There are 3 questions on FBAR and FATCA reporting. Mm-hmm. In addition to that, I'll throw in one of the audience's question also. Sure. What is FBAR? Who has to do FBAR reporting? What is FATCA reporting? And a corresponding question from one of our senior members in the society, Mrs. Suguna Sriramdas Garu. She's asking, people have rental properties and want to sell them. How much tax they have to pay on the appreciation?
Sure, Andy. FBAR is a very, very important topic. Many people ignore FBAR reporting. It's very important because we hailed from India. We all are immigrants from India. We all are immigrants in US. So it's very common that we have still bank accounts in India. Still we have some connections in India. Still we have some investments in India. So FBAR reporting is mandatory in US. If your total investments in financial accounts out of US, which can be in India, is more than $10,000 altogether, you have to file FBAR to the Department of Treasury. And what is the definition of financial accounts? Financial account definition includes any bank account, savings account, term deposits, fixed deposits, or checking account, or commodities, or stock market, mutual funds, or investments in any private limited company, or insurance products also. If you have any cash insurance, cash balance, cash value, if you have any cash value insurance policies, that also covered. It's very common that most of us may have LIC policies in India. If the cash value of the policy is more than $10,000 along with all other accounts, you have to file FBAR. The due date to file FBAR is April 15th. It has an automatic extension of 6 months, that is up to October 15th. If you don't file FBAR, you are going to pay interest and penalties unnecessarily to the Department of Treasury. FBAR is only just reporting tool. You are not paying any taxes. Just go and tell that, okay, in this bank account, I have so much of money. In this stock brokerage account, I have so much of stock. That's all you need to tell. And it is a Department of Treasury reporting, not to the IRS reporting. So please don't underestimate this reporting. Please please be compliant. And there is one more question from community on rental property. What is this? Oh, sorry, ma'am. Sundari.
People have rental properties and want to sell them. How much tax do they have to pay on the appreciation?
Got it. Okay. So whatever capital gains you make on the sale of your rental property, you are going to pay taxes in India at the Indian tax rules, as per Indian tax rules, and that has to be reported in US. It has to be calculated as the event happened in US, and they calculate all the tax, but you get a tax credit for the money whatever you paid in India. We have double tax avoidance agreement between India and US. You pay taxes at only one place, but it has to be disclosed in both the countries, because the income generated in India, and because you are a resident in US, you have to report in US also. So the tax rates are India tax rates are on average 20% for the long-term capital gain taxes. In US also it is 15 to 20% on average. So
thanks, Andy. So a question from the community. I received 2021 stimulus amount. Do I have to report it, and will that affect my refund?
Okay, very good question. Stimulus, yes, you have to report it. You have to inform your tax advisor whenever he files taxes. But the stimulus money is completely 100% tax free, but you have to report it in the tax return.
Thank you. Another question from the community. I'm a small business owner, but I didn't pay taxes last year. What do I need to do?
Okay, so he didn't pay taxes last year?
Yeah, he says, I'm a small business owner, but I did not pay taxes last year. What do I need to do?
Okay, so I assume the question is a bit not complete. You have an obligation to file taxes for the 2021 before April 18th of this year. You have to pay taxes, number one. Number two, I think you are talking about estimated tax payments. You are supposed to pay your business taxes over the period of 4 quarters. So quarter 1, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. If you have not done, at least pay now. So you are going to pay some 0.5% interest on the late payment of your taxes.
So there's a very,
and if you don't have, because the question is not very clear, I assume if you don't have money to pay, there is a concept called installment payment. You can work with an IRS asking for installment payment. You can pay some interest, maybe 6% or 8% is there, but you can ask for a deferment of your tax payments.
So there's another vague question. How is NRI's global income taxed in US?
Yes, because you are a resident in US, you have to disclose your global income. Unless you are filing 1040 NR, which is a non-resident tax return. If you are an F1 visa, then you file 1040 NR. If you are an H1B, H4EAD, green card, citizen, everything, we all file. We all are considered as a resident, and we file 1040. When we file a tax return 1040, we have to disclose global income. And we have to disclose global income, and we may need to pay taxes here, even though in other countries it is tax exempted. Or if you already pay some taxes in other countries, if we have double tax avoidance agreement, then you don't need to pay double taxation. Like example, in Singapore, there are some types of incomes are tax free, but you are a resident here, you have to pay taxes here. In India, if you pay some taxes there, you don't need to pay taxes here, but you have to disclose that income here.
While I ask the next question, if you can please put up your contact information. Krishnaya Revuluri Garu, our Lifetime Achievement Award winner this year, has sent a private text to me asking, can I have his contact number? So the next question is, Krishnaya uncle, I publish చేసేదానికి మీరు copy చేసుకోవచ్చు. లేకపోతే afterwards, Gauri Garu also will share that with you.
Yeah, after the program,
we'll definitely. Also, many people are asking your personal details, and they want to reach you out. So we can do it right now.
Yeah, I'm sharing the details here, so you can just. I'm also sharing my screen. It's easier.
For contact information. So we'll go on to we have time only till 12:30, and we have a few more questions.
These details on WhatsApp, Andy.
Yeah, you can just take the screenshot of this and you can share it also.
Gauri Garu has it in the site.
After this session, I'll share it and I will publish it again to all the members and all different channels.
And I do also have a business owners WhatsApp group exclusively for the business owners. We share a lot of information, and you can share the link also. I shared in the chat box also. If anyone wants, if you have business owners, if they are business owners, then it is very useful. If they are not the business owners, then there will be a lot of things which may not be applicable for them, which we are going to discuss. So,
Sure, Andy. So follow-up questions, sir. Some more follow-up questions. Can we open both Sep and Roth IRA?
Answer is yes. Sep IRA is a retirement plan which is connected with your self-employed income. For IRA, Roth IRA is a separate. Anyone can contribute. Yes, both they can have.
So this is from one of our lady members, Adapadachulu group. According to the new Biden tax rule, she's talking about Zelle transfers.
Yes.
Do personal online Zelle transfers from friends also need to be reported as income?
Okay, very good question. Very popular question. The Zelle transaction $600 one that has become that message in the WhatsApp groups have become viral. But the fact is, it doesn't have any impact for the individuals. Simple. So if you are having a business, then definitely if you are receiving more than $600 from anyone, definitely please expect to receive a 1099. Otherwise, if it's only between the friends, you can do any exchanges, absolutely no problem.
So the next question is, I was told for IRA, the limit is $198,000 annual income. If the income is above that, then we can contribute. Can you clarify?
Okay. For this year, it is a $208,000. So after $198,000, the phase out starts slowly. For every $1,000, I think $50 or something, the phase out starts. But if you can tell me the exact salary, I can tell you how much money you can contribute. But if it more than 198K, yes, you can still contribute. If it exceeds $208,000, doors closed.
These are individual, not joint family, not family.
No, this is joint family. Married filing jointly income, yes.
Okay. And then the final question I have is, what is the contribution limit of Sep IRA?
25% of your income. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
now we'll go on to the questions that I did not capture in my notes. So how do these income? So Gauri Garu is asking, how do these expenses change due to COVID? As many times people are working from home. Any new rules from IRS?
No, for the W2 employees, nothing. Even last 1-2 years they have been working in the home. There is no additional tax deductions are available for them for maybe home office expenses, or whatever the expenses I listed down there. It's only for the business owners, not for the W2 employees. That is the reason we need to start some business, some side business.
So then one last question is, if the capital gain is in India is not brought to USA, is it still do we still need to report that to IRS? If they have a gain in India,
yes, answer is yes. You have to report it. It doesn't matter whether you're bringing it or not. You are a resident here. You have to disclose your global income, and you have to pay taxes also as required.
So this brings an end to all the questions I have. Sweta, did we miss anything?
Just I have 2 slides to share before which are important. So many people ask me, what is the secret formula to do the best tax planning? The secret formula, the secret is working with the right tax strategist. You need to select the right person who can advise you, guide you, mentor you, monitor you. If you are going and looking for a tax person who is cheap, who can file taxes for $100, $150, what you pay, what you get. Don't look for cheap. Look for the who can do the quality value addition. Who can spend time with you on one-on-one on the tax planning. I understand that right now every tax professional is busy on filing taxes. But after that, what they do? They have to spend time with you at least to plan for the year 2022. So choosing the right tax strategist is very, very important. And as I was saying that earlier, we help our community by offering all these services. If anyone is looking for financial services, financial planning, feel free to reach out to me. We help the community on investment guidance, tax planning guidance, college funding, retirement planning, protection planning, estate planning. All this comes under financial planning. This is not tax planning as such. This is a financial planning. If anyone wants a financial planning, we are doing for free to the community. feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to help. And if you want to learn, if you have an interest or passion to learn this, or you become a part-time financial advisor, we are training many people, and you feel free to join with us. We are happy to train you on this. And if you are a business owner, you can schedule a meeting with me. Please schedule a meeting with me one-on-one only if you are a business owner. Otherwise, if you are an individual, please call us directly. And if you are a business owner, schedule a meeting with me. I'm happy to go through your situation, and I'm happy to design a proactive tax planning exclusively for you, so that you will be saving you may be able to save thousands of dollars over the period of time. And many people think changing a CPA or an accountant or tax pro is difficult. No, it's a very, very simple. It's only a myth. Changing an accountant is very simple. Just have your last year tax return, have the supporting documentations, maybe W-2, 1099s, or if you are a business, just have a business income statement, P&L and balance sheet. That's it. Reach out to us. We are happy to help you. We are happy to onboard you. And working with the right professional is very important. And for all our Chicago Andhra associations, we are offering 10% discount if they file taxes with us before February 20th, 2022, before we get very busy. And we don't, if you are looking for only just file taxes, and if you are an individual, don't come to us, because we offer tax returns, tax filing as a package. Like, we do a one-on-one tax planning with you, we do a tax returns filing, we do retirement planning, we do kids education planning, we do investment guidance. That is how we designed it. If anyone become an AZ FinTax client, we take care of everything for them. So that is how we design it. If you are just filing only, if you are, no, Anil, I don't want all this, I only just need to file tax returns, I'm sorry, we are not doing that service. We offer this as a package only. And if you are a business owner, we are offering a 25% discount for the first time filers with us. So, you can reach us, you can call us these contacts, or you can send an email to these contacts, and we are happy to help you as required. And for individuals, it's not only about 10% giving a tax discount. We are also taking care of future audit notices, audit, anything if you get from IRS, any notices, audits, 100% protected. I mean, we will take care of that on working with an IRS, and we take care of all other adjacent tax planning, financial planning, and everything also we take care of. And thank you very much for this opportunity to Chicago Andhra Association. I am also going to share my contact details over the WhatsApp and Facebook and YouTube channels. So please feel free to reach out to me if you need any help from us. Thank you very much.
Sure. And the last final question, one of our senior members, does he have a branch in Chicago?
Okay, so right now we don't have a branch in Chicago, but we have plans to start an office by the end of this year. We are working on that. And it doesn't matter in this community, in this globalized, in this, everything is online right now. We have clients in every state, almost in every state in US. We have licenses to do the business in any state. We are happy to. We have many clients we have in Chicago area. So, but right now we don't have a branch in Chicago.
So, on behalf of Chicago Andhra Association, I would like to thank you so much for your time, expertise, and knowledge. Thank you for always being there. I'm going to turn it on to Malti Damraju. She's our president for this year. And after her, if any founders or board of directors would like to say a few words, please go ahead. Malti, off to you.
And thanks for joining and running this show, Sundarvalli Garu and Gauri Garu. And thank you, Anil Garu. So our viewers we are getting very good positive response, and they are educated well. Thanks for doing it. And for the people who are asking the question, where can we get the details of Anil Grandhi Garu? His details in our website, chicagoandhra.association.org. So please visit there, and you can get the details. And even we are providing here. So thank you so much.
I would like to say a word.
One more thing. Sorry, Shweta and Sailesh is helping technical support. Thank you, Sailesh and Shweta.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Sailesh.
Sailesh is here. Hi, Sailesh Garu. I could
I'm lekanda web support nadavadandi.
Yeah. So
Sailesh, you want to say a few words, Andy?
yeah, sure. Last year after the tax session,
Come on camera.
I did talk to Anil Garu, and he told me about how to actually think about things, and I can definitely say that I actually started contributing money to my own Roth IRA. I can definitely say that I'm also trying to look for funds for contributing this year. Same thing. Like I was told that if it is a small business, we have to start a small business. So I'm actually in the process of actually doing that and going to Anil Garu for such type of tax planning. So thank you, Anil Garu. Like you have already made a difference in our life. So I hope everybody else actually does the same. Thank you very much for taking time and actually coming here to Chicago. And if you remember, I was the one who actually asked you to open up a Chicago branch first. And see,
I remember. The lady who asked has a business and she's both a business owner and a private citizen. So she's got both. So make an advantage to open just the branches.
See, so we will actually slowly move you away from Seattle and actually bring you into Chicago. And suddenly your Seattle branch will become branch office.
Well said, Shailesh Garu. We hope that will happen soon. Yeah. And thank you very much, Shailesh Garu. I know that you have been helpful for us, and you are of course you have been helping the community, and you have been working with me also on a lot of things. And thank you very much for this opportunity. And to everyone, Shweta Garu and Gauri Garu, Sundarvalli Garu, and Malati Garu, and also to all other members in the Chicago Andhra Association for this. Thanks for this opportunity. Looking forward to continuously work with your organization. I have been following all your updates on the Facebook page. You guys are really doing great, and the leadership is amazing. Malati Garu is rocking, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you so
say
much.
A few words?
Yeah, I want to say a few words, Sundar. So, Anil Garu, it's very helpful session, and looking at the questions that have been asked from the members, chala mandiki chala questions unnayi. So definitely they got educated on all the aspects of the tax filing, and I would encourage and advise each and everyone who has any questions to reach out to you personally, get advantage of all the benefits that you are showering on the members of the Chicago Andhra Association. So నాకు తెలిసిన సర్కిల్లోనే చాలా మంది మీ దగ్గర ట్యాక్స్ తీసుకొని benefit అయిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. As we said in our ad, like people can buy diamond necklace or a bike or something, since the Valentine's Day is just around the corner. So take advantage before 20th, get that 10% off or 25% off. And not only that, Anil Gar, the personal touch ఉంటుంది ఆ service లో. Like he said, it will be a long-term relation where he'll take care of you in every aspect of it. So we definitely encourage you to reach out to Anil Garu and get all the benefits. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank you, Anil Garu. Meeto maatladina daggara nunchi kuda you have been very helpful for us, providing all the information, giving the time slot that we wanted to do it. So we will continue to work with you and make sure that all our association members and the Chicago Andhra family is getting all the benefits. So just want to thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Gauri.
Thanks, Andy. Sweta, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you, Andy, Anil Garu. It's a wonderful session. It's very useful for small business. Like there are many women entrepreneurs also who is very eager on tax filing nowadays. So the information is very clear, and sometimes we get surprises like from IRA office, like pay this much. Though we have a tax, we select some tax person who is very helpful, and we file all the taxes. But ultimately, we find a surprise. Pay this much, 3,000 or 4,000 from. That's a surprise. But when we reach back to the tax filer, he would just say that something went wrong on your behalf. And the point which you have mentioned is very clear. That even that part also if you were willing to help, it's very good for the small business like us, Andy, like women who want to grow more, do not want any surprises.
Oh, by the way, Anil garu, Sweta garu is also a financial planner. So,
Wow.
oh yeah,
Wow, very good.
She is
Good to know
standing
that.
upon
She's a
feet.
woman entrepreneur also.
I run two businesses, so it's very even I say the same thing. Like if you run a business, then we can take tax advantages, but many people do not think on that angle.
True. Correct. And I mean, everyone. I mean, my blank statement to everyone. If you have a proper visas, we have work authorizations, you should have some side business. It can be small, it can be big. You should have something. This is America is a land of opportunities. We should use the opportunity. If you don't use the opportunity, then you are wasting the resources. So, yeah, but good to know about you, Shweta garu, and all the best for your business. Also, it's not easy to being a woman entrepreneur. We have a lot of obligations, family obligations, responsibilities, but still taking some time and being an entrepreneur is not an easy journey. There are a lot of things you need to have. You need to do it. Yeah. But
Yeah,
good, thanks.
Gauri garu, you want to say a vote of thanks?
Yeah. I think Malti garu nattunnaru. I don't know whether she wants to take over.
Okay, you want to say a vote of thanks?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks to, I already mentioned. Yeah. Thanks to Anil garu, first of all. And even I think all our viewers they should have saved more than $1,000 today. I'm sure about it with these techniques. And thanks to Sundarvalli garu for hosting this show, and Gauri garu for coordinating and everything, and for the technical support, Sailesh and Shweta. And thanks to our viewers. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.